Hello and welcome everyone. This is one part of a series of videos where I show you every angle of how I go about my raids when I am helping members of the community. I am doing this because many of you ask in the streams to see other perspectives, but also I have a system called Team GC and I am able to use the content to help build new teams to support me with helping the community. Not only that, but each one of you has the chance to support me with my streams when I do my raid help, and these videos will be used to show you exactly what I need from you if you want to jump in and help on them. I have created a lot of content around these raids that will support what I do, and you can find this content along with my personal Discord server that has all the information about Team GC in the video description. The role I'll be showing you in this video is my Agent 6 role for Dark Hours. The main purpose of this role is to be a squad's healer, and on the very last encounter with Razorback you'll be the drone killer. For most of the raid you'll be using this healer build. You want to have the survivalist specialization because you'll hopefully get some special ammo as you go through the raid, so that once you get to Razorback you'll have some special ammo to use the crossbow on the gate that you need to destroy. Then as your primary, you'll start with the Scorpio shotgun. You've got the lefty as the secondary there, and you can have any sidearm that you want. But as we go through the raid, we are going to suggest some changes to your weapon loadout, and we'll speak about that as we go. As for the gear pieces, you're going to have 4-piece True Patriot on the mask, backpack, knee pads, and holster. And these can be quite a hard farm because they always drop with a blue core, and what you want on these is skill tier with repair skills as the attribute. So you need to farm these pieces to get repair skills so you're able to roll a skill tier over the blue core. For the gloves, you'll be using the exotic BTSU gloves. If any of your team members go down and use their hives, you're in a position to be able to overcharge and refresh their hives. And there's also some other areas where we might want to use that overcharge for extra damage. And then on the chest piece, you're going to be using an Alps Summit chest piece with skill tier, skill haste, and repair skills. And the talent on that is going to be Empathic Resolve. For the mod slots on this build, I throw on repair skills mods, but I know a lot of people like to throw on skill ace mods instead, or have a mixture of them both. So the mods are entirely up to you. You can go skill aced or repair skills or a mixture. I don't really use the grenade in this role, but I do have the fire grenade attached there. And as for the skills, I've got the Restorer Hive and the Reinforcer Chem Launcher. What I do on tarmac at the start of the raid in this role, I'll go up and I'll throw my Restorer Hive out on the left side for the guys that are going over to the left. And then I'll go and float around the right side of the tarmac, giving heals with my Chem Launcher when needed. While supporting the right side, I will keep one eye on the left side still for those that push forward out of my hive. On the Boomer encounter, I'll start off by throwing my Restorer Hive up high in the center. This is going to cover anybody that steps into the center of the area so that they can get heals if they need them. And then I've got my Chem Launcher as well to heal anyone that I see needing one as I go. Until Boomer spawns, I just keep an eye on my team and see if anyone needs a heal. But once he spawns, what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the kiters around with Boomer. I always fire a chem out when one of the kiters is trying to keep Boomer in place to be taken down, as they're likely to take a hit from him. And then when Boomer does go down, I'll use my Scorpio to proc its buffs on Boomer. And hopefully, the red from the True Patriot will be applied. This will give the kiters a lot more damage to Boomer. And this will be your role for the whole encounter while keeping one eye on anyone that might need a heal. But you're also going to need to take part in the laptop phase when there's laptop phases. Agent 2 will make the calls when the laptops are needed, and you must help interact with them whenever they call for 2 or more laptops.
Ready?
Shoot.
Source of energy signal confirmed.
Seems to be some kind of high-tech defensive system. See if you can put it out of commission.
Defense system node disabled. Defense system node disabled. Defense system node disabled. System
2 Alpha Delta. Alpha.
I have Delta.
Mouse.
That was it.
Defense system reactivation ordered. Defense system disabled.
Back online! Just give up!
Defense system reactivating.
All laptops. I got A.
I got Delta.
Defense system reactivation aborted.
Right.
Defense system disabled.
The thermometer is working again! It's not out the defensive line!
Let's hope that system was just a prototype. Head to the hangar and see if you can dig up cargo manifests. We need to know what else Black Tusk has brought in.
After the Boomer encounter, you're able to get a hold of your first raid key. Just ensure that everybody has enough time to grab this. Once you get to the Weasel encounter, you can switch out your Scorpio shotgun for a St. Elmo's or another automatic assault rifle, as it's easier to get the True Patriot stacks on the bosses in this encounter. For this encounter, you'll want to go down B side and set your Restorer Hive up in the garage area to give heals. Once the encounter starts, you want to fire at Ricochet to mark him with the True Patriot stacks, with the red stack being the main one that you want on him. Make sure Ricochet doesn't die until the call has been made to kill him, and then once he does die, the team will be focusing on Dizzy and Weasel on the opposite side of the room. You want to shoot at both of these bosses to make sure that they at least have the red True Patriot stack on them. As the gas in the room changes its colour from purple to orange, you want to perform an overcharge by destroying your hive. Call it out once you've overcharged so that Agent 5 can use a scanner pulse to give the team even more damage for 15 seconds. You will also get 15 seconds of overcharged chems. So at this point, just be sure to fire them to cover all of your team members while your hive is down.
There's a lot of data to sift through here. This is gonna take a few minutes.
Hostile radio intercepted.
The division are on site. Do not, repeat, do not let them touch that plane.
Anything they want to protect is something we should be concerned about. Check out that plane.
Ready?
Over to you,
Ready.
yeah.
So it's middle, Stacey.
Middle.
Press.
Toxic gas detected.
It's going to be the front. That's the front one already.
Pause.
Ready. Press.
Go. Kill.
Air quality acceptable.
Deploy Razorback. I'm going to check on Dawson and Carter.
Toxicity at critical
Overcharged.
Going off this data Isaac transmitted, Razorback must be the new mobile weapon system Black Tusk brought in. It's definitely some kind of vehicle, but there's no mention of its intended combat role. And we should blow it the fuck up regardless.
After the Weasel encounter, there is a backpack trophy and 2 keys to collect. Just make sure that the group is given enough time to collect these. And as the healer for key 3, you'll be the designated person to run to the elevator to make sure it doesn't close so that everybody can get that 3rd key. So make sure everybody's got the 2nd key before you make that run. On the Lucy and Buddy encounter, I advise that you change your weapons once again. You want to have the exotic mosquito sidearm equipped. You'll be the one that starts this encounter once everyone is ready by hitting the button. But before you do that, make sure that you throw your restorer hive up on the wall over to where the squad is on Buddy. After you hit the button, Lucy and Buddy will come out from the rooms and you want to take cover near Lucy's laptop. After she has finished a 360 spin, you'll be able to interact with this laptop and you'll get her aggro. With the aggro, head back into her room where she came out of and she'll follow you. Take cover in the corner. While you are doing this, you can get shots in with your mosquito to ensure the aggro stays on you. Sometimes she does like to take a long time to come into the room and you may need to keep shooting her anyway to regain this aggro. Once she is in position, the team will start firing at the dogs. Lucy will go down again to do other spins, and you'll just need to make sure that you dodge them. You'll also want to make sure that a chem launcher is fired at the 2 agents on top of the servers in front of you while they are doing damage to Lucy. Ah. I've done it again. I'm shit at this. Alright, hitting the button.
Autonomous security systems activating.
That sounds bad.
Hostile explosive seeker mine detected. Overcharge removed. Overcharge removed.
Oh.
Burn.
Massive overcharge detected.
Good work. Now find Razorback and put it out of commission.
Critical overcharge detected.
After the Lucy and Buddy encounter, there is a 4th raid key, so just make sure that everybody has time to collect this. For the Razorback encounter, you are going to switch to the Drone Killer build. And this is what it looks like. It's got the Survivalist specialization, which is the same specialization you add on with the True Patriot Healer build, so any special ammo you've accumulated up to now will stay. And then you have the Scorpio as your primary, Lefty as the secondary, and the sidearm. None of these weapons really matter for this role, but I guess you can use the Scorpio at par to support with ad control. Other than this, maybe the exotic capacitor assault rifle is a good idea as well to increase your skill damage. And then for the gear pieces, you want 4 pieces of hardwired. This is on the mask, backpack, knees, and holster. These are very easy to get a hold of. You just want skill damage as the attribute, and they all come with skill tier, which you also want. You'll be keeping the BTSU gloves that you had on the True Patriot Healer build. And as for the chest piece, you've got a Wyvern chest piece here with skill tier, skill haste, repair skills, and glass cannon. With glass cannon, this build is set up so that even if you're starting out and you're quite low watch level, you'll have enough skill damage to take care of the drones. I make sure that I have a concussion grenade on this build just in case it's needed, and I run with the Restorer Hive and the Jammer Pulse. For Razorback, you're going to be positioned on Generator 1. As the drone killer, you'll also be in charge of the generator calls. Once everyone is ready, you'll call for agents to go on generators, and you'll charge up 1. You can support with ads in your corner by firing your Scorpio at them, but once the generator is at 90%, you should let everybody know that it is at 90% so that they can get ready. At 100%, you'll want to have your crossbow ready to fire at the gate, and then straight away, you'll use your jammer pulse to destroy the drones that have spawned. If you do not have any special ammo, make sure that the team knows beforehand so that they can shoot the gate for you. During this whole damage phase, you'll be using the Hive to refresh your jammer pulse using the feedback loop talent on hardwired. And then you'll use the jammer pulse every time the drone spawns until the damage phase is over. If you have never used a jammer pulse before, with this you got to hold it in so it covers the maximum radius. As soon as I heard the mortars coming, I took in tight to Razorback next to the gate we destroy, and the mortars don't touch me. I'll also use one more jammer pulse while the mortars are going off, just to ensure all the drones were caught. After the mortar phase, I'll go back to the corner and support the agent on outside 1 by shooting my Scorpio at ads, and then when the boomer spawns, they are responsible for boomer while I get ready for the next generator. As soon as the boomer or both boomers are dead, you need to call the next generator phase as quick as you can. If you take too long, you'll lose sync with the boomers and things can catch you off guard. I always do a slow count down from 3 once the boomers are done, and if anyone interrupts that count for more than 5 seconds, I will call us to wait until the next boomer phase has been done before we go back in. This will be your job now for the rest of this encounter, and it's just rinse and repeat until the raid is done.
Hive going up. Ready 1.
D4.
3 ready.
Ready 2, sorry.
It's okay. 3, 2, 1, in. $80. Back damage.
Critical systems exposed.
Mortars. And wait for your boomer. Okay, be ready on pads. 3, 2, 1, in. $80.
Got a feeling there's going to be that popping up in a minute behind us, too.
I don't want.
Okay, front damage this time.
Critical systems exposed.
Be ready for mortars. And wait for your boomers.
On 2.
On 1. Boomer down.
Okay.
Beamer down.
Plates in 3, 2, 1, in. $80. Back damage.
Critical systems exposed.
Delayed mortars on this one.
Critical systems compromised. Immediate medical assistance needed.
One random drone, that just came and destroyed me. Wait for your boomers. Oh, Daz, I can probably give you a heal while we're doing that.
Boomer 1.
Yeah, no problem.
Boomer down.
Boomer 3 down.
Okay. Plates in 3, 2, 1, in. And this will be front damage to finish. 80%.
Critical systems exposed. Missile turrets activating.
Go back to corners.
Or no.
Down.
taken out a bunch of Black Tusk's experimental weaponry. We'll get a team to sweep the area and recover whatever they can. There's bound to be intel and equipment we can put to good use.
Once you have completed the raid, you will find a 5th key on your loot pile. And if you are helping anybody with this raid and they're looking for an Eagle Bearer, just make sure that they get to open their chest first, because there's nothing like pulling your own Eagle Bearer. And that is now the end of this video. Make sure that you do check out the description if you want to see other perspectives of my raid strategies. And be sure to come and join my personal Discord server if you want to get involved in Team GC or just get help from us. To support this content, be sure to give it a like and a comment for the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you love The Division 2. A big thank you to all of you for watching my content. And until next time, take care of yourselves.